Sorry about that, but that's why I'm making this video in two parts. The other thing I learned this week about in life in general, I always found it being truly helpful by just staying consistent. It doesn't matter if you're working on a large goal and it can't be done all at once. Like in my case, it's studying for the MCAT and being ready for the next step and trying to be ready for this exam and thinking about where I go to med school and all that stuff. I often found what helped me was just breaking it down and looking back on, and this is something I recommend to do, not just for posterity, but for overall having something to find your place in case you lose your older work, is I take a Word document and write down, I separate all the subjects I study, physics, chemistry, biology, and blah blah blah, and I write down the chapters or write down the main theme of the lecture and then what individual lecture that happened to be. And from that I was able to see that, wow, I did a lot this week. Maybe not all at once, because I had had a hectic week with work, with having to take care of sudden things, like I would have to go back to the hospital to, get take care of certain health issues. I do apologize if I'm being vague. I just don't want to violate HIPAA. And for those that work in healthcare know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so I just had a whole lot of sudden things. I like to call them unknown unknowns. I didn't know that. That was a thing I had to take care of. But anyway, the point is, I was patient. Whenever such sudden things hit me, I was like, oh crud, what am I gonna do? Instead of panicking, I just took a deep breath, relaxed my mind, and found the answer. Because one day when I realized I had to go to the hospital to get my ID badge, because apparently over the week or something happened, I lost it. And so I made a few calls. I made an email to the volunteer office saying, hey, I lost my badge, what do I do? They pointed me in the right direction on who I should talk to. I gave that particular office a call, and they were like, yeah, no, just come by and pick it up. We just need you to fill out some forms. So I did, got that all done in the course of a day. I also took care of other personal things from the hospital that needed to be fixed. I got all